What's up, guys? I'm the Gambling Melon, and welcome to Week 1 NFL predictions for the 2024 season. It's going to be a great NFL season, and we can't wait to kick it off for Week 1 with our picks and predictions. The first game, we got a massive game, an AFC Championship rematch between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens, NFL kickoff. Now, this game, I think, is going to be very similar to the game that we saw last February for the AFC Championship game. I think it'll be low scoring, okay? Take the under. I think the Chiefs will win. Take the points for the Chiefs. I think that the Chiefs are going to be better this year, and I think the Ravens are going to try hard to win. They want to win this game, but I don't think they're going to be able to. I think their run game is going to be really good, but I still think the Chiefs' defense is better than the Ravens' offense. I think the Ravens are going to struggle to move the ball. They're going to try to run the ball, but you need to score points to be Patrick Mahomes. And the Ravens are not going to be able to score points. It will be very low scoring, very hard to move the ball. Both these defenses are very good. The Chiefs' defense is very underrated, too. I think that the Chiefs will win this game by more than 3 points. I think they will cover the spread and take the under. The under right now is 47 points, as I have to connect to Wi-Fi because I got bad Wi-Fi. But I think the spread is Chiefs -3, and the over-under is 47. Take the Chiefs and take the under. If you do that, you will make some money tonight. Moving on, we got a Friday night game in Brazil between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Technically, this is a home game for the Eagles, but I don't think there's any football fans in Brazil, at least not American football fans. Now, but the Packers will be wearing green, and the Eagles will be wearing white, but because of there's no weird scheduling thing, like that green thing is wrong. Now, right now the Packers were underdogs at 2, but they were underdogs. Eagles were favored by 3 early in the week, and it went down to 2. It could be down to 1 by tomorrow. I think a lot of people think the Packers are going to win, and I think I got to trust them. I think that the Packers will win this game. They're just better. I think Matt LaFleur is a better coach than Nick Sirianni. Jordan Love is better than Jalen Hurts. Now, the Eagles' skill positions are better. Their offensive line is better, but I think the Packers' defense is better. But here's the thing. Neither one of these defenses are that good, and defenses typically struggle in Week 1. Okay, and these defenses versus these offenses, I kind of like the over in this game. It's 49 points. I really like the over. I think this game will be high scoring. And I think the Packers are going to win this game. I mean, you see this shirt, I'm a Vikings fan. I don't like picking the Packers. I don't think the Packers are going to be great this year. Some people have the Packers winning the NFC. I don't. I don't think the Packers are that good. But I don't think the Eagles are going to start off as high as they normally do. I think the Eagles are going to have to be a second-half team this year, and they're going to lose Week 1. I have the Packers winning, and I have the over. Do that, and you'll make some money. Next game, we move on to our Sunday games. We're going to start off with the Cardinals at the Bills. Now, these are two teams that probably are one of the few teams that the best player is the quarterback by a lot. Josh Allen is probably one of the best players in the NFL. And this is a Cardinals roster that's just not very good. I mean, Kyler Murray is definitely the best player, and they need Kyler Murray to play well to win. Kyler Murray, very underrated player, very underrated. And the Bills, Josh Allen, he needs to prove himself. He needs to carry the team if they're going to win. If they're going to make the playoffs, he needs to have an MVP type season. If he doesn't have that, they're not going to be good. It's just the truth, and they don't have many good receivers. They lost a lot of their players in the offseason. They got James Cook and Don Kincaid. I think their best receiver is Khalil Shakir, which is not a very good receiver core. But the Cardinals aren't very good. It's a very interesting game. I would not be shocked if the Cardinals upsetted the Bills. I would not be surprised. But I really don't think it's going to happen. This is the Bills Week 1. I'd be shocked if the Bills don't win this game. I got the Bills covering -6.5, but I will take the over. Over's 47. I think there will be this will be a high-scoring game. These are two very good quarterbacks who can score a lot of points. The only way it's not is if they just these receivers just can't get open. These quarterbacks have to run because they are pretty mobile, so they can run if they need to, and there's just not many possessions, and they can't score that many points. That's the only scenario. Otherwise, there will be a lot of points in this game. Take the over and make a good decision for once. Next game, we got the Jaguars at the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are very interesting because on one hand, I don't think anyone is scared for the Dolphins to win the Super Bowl, but everyone should be scared of the Dolphins in the regular season. Tyreek Hill is probably the best offensive player in the NFL. Okay, and he has a coach that uses him better than any other offensive player in the NFL. Well, maybe Christian McCaffrey's close, but I think Tua and Tyreek have just so much better connection with all the years they played together, and Mike McDaniel knows how to get him open and get him free. And the Jaguars, probably just one of the most average teams in the NFL. They have an average quarterback. They got a decent running back. Travis Etienne's probably a top 10 to 5. He's a very good running back. Their defense is average. The rest of their skill positions are average. If you got a Jaguars receiver on your team, like Christian Kirk or any of those guys, you'd be like, that guy's a nice addition to my team. Evan Ingram. Oh, I like Evan Ingram. He's a good player. But you would not be like, damn, I got a dog. My team's going to go all the way. You'd be like, okay. Wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3. That's what they're made of. They got low-end wide receiver 2s, high-end wide receiver 2s, and low-end wide receiver 1s. They don't have any elite players. Trevor Lawrence, maybe you can put together. Doug Peterson, average coach. This is an average team with average positions all over the field. I have the Dolphins winning this game easily, and I'm taking the over because these are quarterbacks that like to sling. And I like overs, and I like football, so we're going to go to the over. Next game, we got Cowboys at Browns. Now, this game is going to be as far off possible from Cowboys-Jags. These are two quarterbacks that I don't really like. I go to South Carolina University. I don't like Deshaun Watson. And Dak Prescott is ugly. I don't like him. And also, there's like a rumor that CeeDee Lamb might not be playing because he's just signed a contract this week and hasn't been practicing, which is a big issue. I would not be shocked if the Cowboys lose this game. And a lot of the line has the Cowboys as -2.5 favorites. And if CeeDee Lamb doesn't play, the Cowboys aren't going to win. They need CeeDee Lamb to win. The rest of this offense is not good. They got old man Zeke, old man Tony Pollard, Jake Ferguson. Their wide receivers are not good outside of CeeDee Lamb. They got wide receiver 2s and 3s. They'd be backups on the Jaguars. I think if CeeDee Lamb plays, this team will be really good. I think this Cowboys team will make the playoffs. I think they probably will win their division. But without CeeDee Lamb, they can't beat the Browns. This is the Browns defense that is stacked. They're playing at home in Cleveland in the dog pound. But I don't think that the Cowboys are going to be able to upset the Browns on the road. I got the Browns covering the 2-0 spread, but this will be a low-scoring game. Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, Deron Bland, they got defensive stars all over the place on this game. This will be a great game, but very low-scoring. Moving on to Sunday Night Football, we got a rematch of the wildcard round, the Rams and the Lions. Matt Stafford taking on the Lions. It's not really a revenge game because they played last year and the Lions won, but I think that the Lions will win. I think the Lions probably have one of the best rosters in the NFL. Only rosters that are better than is the 49ers, I think, and then I got the Jets and Texans right up there with them as like the top 4 rosters. Now, not best teams, but best rosters because, there's really so far you can go with like those quarterbacks. But I think that this Lions team will be very good. I think they'll win the division, and I think they'll make it to the NFC Championship game. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I think this Lions team will be pretty good. And I have them covering the spread, and I think it will probably be a low-scoring game. I think this Rams offense is going to be very overvalued early on. It's hard. The thing with the Rams is that they've always been a team with a high elite tiers and then a bunch of players you don't even know. They got some good players. They got Puka, they got Cooper Kupp. Stafford's a great quarterback, but he's probably only like the 15th to 20th quarterback. He could be top 10, but every quarterback could be top 10 in the NFL, most of them at least. And that's why I think the Rams will lose this game. I have the Lions covering, and I have the game being high scoring. Final game, we got Monday Night Football, and it's the Jets and the Niners. Now, this is the game. This is my prediction for the Super Bowl. I think the Niners will be really good. I think they'll win the Super Bowl this year. And I think the Jets, this is the year they get over the hump. We've seen in the past with teams like the Rams, with teams like the Bucks. A good roster gets that quarterback, they win the Super Bowl. Now, the issue is Aaron Rodgers the same Aaron Rodgers we saw when he was in Green Bay the last 2 years? I think he's going to be that guy before he got started being bad. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be better. I think Garrett Wilson's good. Breece Hall is good. However, playing on the road at San Francisco, the team that lost the Super Bowl, the team that has the best roster in the NFL, and Brock Purdy is going to be better. Brandon Ayuk has a new contract. He's feeling good. Dio Samuel is going to be cooking. George Kittle is going to be blocking. Trent Williams is back. The Niners are back. I'm all in on the Niners. I think the Niners are going to go all the way. This is the Niners year. Kyle Shanahan finally gets over the hump. The NFL is better, and that is better for the Niners. Because when the NFL is better, it makes it harder for teams like the Chiefs that are flawed, building around Patrick Mahomes. But I think the Niners will win this year because the NFL, I have Niners beating the Jets in the Super Bowl, and I have the Niners winning this game. I have the under hitting because both these defenses are very good. But That's all I have for you this week. I'll see you back next week where we recap week 1 and I give you my new predictions. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good day. Love ya.